Hello everybody and welcome to the class. We have been doing a lot of things in class over these lectures and our past lectures, and every time I tell you something new, of course, today also we will learn something new. We will learn about culture, about how the Japanese behave, about how the Japanese interact in our coming lessons and lectures, but today we will do how to say politely, how to use the polite expression in Japanese, and how to request people to do something. So, well, before that I will, as usual, as always, I do the assignments with you. We will do the assignments today before we actually start with our class. So, well, are you ready? All of you geared up for more Japanese? So, well, let us begin now. 始めましょう。いいですか？始めましょうか。はい。じゃあ始めましょうね。The first assignment that I had given you last time was circle the correct spellings. Spellings are extremely important because in Japanese we have the long sound. So, thus we need to concentrate on spellings as well. The first one is Tanaka-san wa shizuka na kata desu. Na over here is for shizuka, which is a na adjective. Watashi wa shumatsu ni kuni e kaerimasu. Ni over here is for this time expression shumatsu. Kino no yoru ame ga furimashita. Ta is for the past is for kino. Watashi wa Tokyo ni sumitai. Tokyo. Please remember, in English we write T-O-K-Y-O, but in Japanese it is T-O-O-K-Y-O. Tokyo. O. So, please, it is a double sound. Nihongo class wa 9時半に始まります。Ni over here is for time. 駅からタクシーで帰りました。タクシー。Please, that is a long sound over there. 私は先生に時計を差し上げました。先生に over here is for to sensei. Then we have あなたは毎日何時に散歩をしますか? So, well, this was spellings over here. This is a simple exercise where you are to ask price. Look at these objects here, they are given in English, you are to write in Japanese. You know all the words over here, I do not need to tell you anymore. You can use kore, kono, koko to ask price. You can use dare also for who possesses what over here, whose watch it is, whose book it is it Tanaka-san's book, and ikura of course is for price. So, you can do small conversation, important conversation by just looking at this picture. Then we have match the kanji in column A with pictures in column B. So, let us see, these are the kanjis given, simple kanjis over here with some pictures for you. So, well, the first one is hon, ue, on top of this, oki, zo-san wa oki desu, te, watashi no te desu, hito, miru, Tanaka-san wa terebi o mimasu, and kuchi. So, well, these were some of the kanji characters given. I hope you did it all right. Tick the correct kanji characters from the readings given. Well, you have the readings over here. you have to tick the kanji corresponding to the reading. So, well, this is han, kan. Kan is time period kan, han means half, this is tsuki meaning moon, me eyes, karada body, chichi father, hanasu to talk, yomu to read, and pun is minutes. So, well, this was readings and kanji for you. Please try to remember these kanjis, these are important. You can do lot of games with kanjis, jumble them up, put them on a table, try to match kanji characters, try to match the readings. It is interesting and you learn as well. Then we have assignment 5, which is make proper questions to fit the answers given below. So, well, the question is given over here, the answer is given here. Read the answer first and then try to fit in the question words or whatever fits in best. Sensei wa anata ni nani o kuremashita ka? Watashi ni jishou o kuremashita. Gave it to me. Kono shatsu wa Tanaka-san no desu ka? Iie, Tanaka-san no de wa arimasen. Ginko no soba ni nani ga arimasu ka? Hanaya ga arimasu. So, this is the answer, hanaya ga arimasu. Ginko no soba ni nani ga arimasu ka? Kesa dash o yomimashita ka? Iie, zasshi o yomimashita. So, what should the question be over here? Kesa shinbun o yomimashita ka? Iie, zasshi o yomimashita. Anata no ototo wa dash desu ka? Amerika ni imasu. So, what should the question be? Anata no ototo wa doko desu ka? Amerika ni imasu. Mainichi okaasan ni dash denwa o shimasu ka? 3 kai desu. So, the answer is 3 kai. What should be the question? Mainichi okaasan ni nan kai denwa o shimasu ka? How many times? 3 kai desu or 3 kai shimasu. Now, fill in the blanks with appropriate verbs. Well, you have done itadaku, ageru, morau, sashiageru. So, let us see what all verbs are going to fit where. Watashi wa sensei ni denwa bango o itadakimashita or itadaita for plain form, and ni over here is from. Tomodachi wa watashi ni takai tokei o kuremashita. Gave it to me. Watashi wa Rao-san ni shatsu o ageta, agemashita. Ageru, agemasu, or moratta, moraimashita. So, this sentence over here can have any of these as the answer. Watashi wa Rao-san ni shatsu o agemashita. I gave it to Rao-san. Watashi wa Rao-san ni shatsu o moraimashita. I received a shirt from Rao-san. So, any of these can fit in over here. Okaa-san wa watashi ni okane o kureta. Gave it to me. Okaa-san is older, so kuremashita. Watashi wa ototo ni ii kamera o ageta or agemashita. Or again you can use moratta. I received from my brother. Tanaka-san wa oku-san ni kirei na dress o ageta. Over here it is only ageta because of dress. So, well, Tanaka-san gave a dress to his wife. It cannot be moratta because it is a dress. So, you have to remember when to use moratta and when to use ageta. Watashi wa Taro-kun ni omoshiroi shatsu o moratta or ageta, again both can be used over here. Kanai wa watashi ni atarashii necktie o kureta, again it is necktie, thus kuremashita. And kanai. Watashi wa buchou ni wine o sashiageru, ageru, itadaku. So, it can be any of these. Buchou is obviously higher in rank, so sashiageru. If you are informal, ageru, and itadaku, of course, you are receiving from buchou, then you have to say itadaku. Informal, morau. We have another assignment for you. Look at the pictures and answer the questions. Well, let us see what the pictures are. This is something you have done when we did hanami, if you remember. This is called dango. This was a listening comprehension for you. There is one kind of dango here on the plate, and there is another kind of dango which is being roasted. Dango is made out of rice, sticky rice, and it is over here, it is salty. So, well, this was the passage that I had read out to you. You can read it now. Dango.
これは団子です。これも団子です。団子は日本の有名な食べ物です。子どもたちも大人も団子が大好きです。団子は甘くておいしい食べ物です。日本にいろんな団子があります。例えば甘い団子、栗の団子、焼き団子、花見団子、ごま団子。花見団子は花見の時に作ります。私は昨日学校の食堂で友達と一緒においしい団子を食べました。おいしかったから私たちは明日も団子を食べます。
The answers are given over here. New word over here for you is takegushi. Takegushi is, if you look at the picture again, you have the dango stick. Dangos are, the dango is or are as in English, are put into it and roasted. Over here you can see the meaning, it is given. This is the new word for you. Hanami dango is another one. Hanami dango is made when you celebrate hanami or you go watch sakura flowers. That time you make special dango, that is called hanami dango. There is goma, which is sesame. Sesame dango is also made. All these dangos are very special, very tasty, and this was the assignment. You can go through the answers and see whether you have done them correctly or not. There is one thing which is new over here, this bone. Bone is a counter, and I am going to discuss about bone very soon. We have been doing counters for quite some time now, and you have done a number of counters like counting people, counting small objects, counting big objects, and counting dates, counting a lot of other things. One more counter today for you, that is pon or bone. This is used to count specially long cylindrical things, long cylindrical objects like bottles, logs, you could have pencils, you could have brushes, pens, all these long cylindrical brooms, long cylindrical objects are all counted using this counter over here. So, well, we will practice this very, very quickly and then go ahead with our lesson. You could repeat after me: ippon, nihon, sambon, yohon, 5本、6本、7本、8本、9本、10本. And of course, when you have to ask how many there are, 何本ありますか? So, well, you will see over here 1、1本、6本、8本 and 10本 are in pon. All the others are in hon or bon, some bon. So, well, you will remember them slowly, gradually, when to use pon and when to use hon. So, well, now you will be able to count how many takegushi were there on the plate very easily. You can also practice over here hon, bon or pon for long cylindrical objects. Over here you can see some bottles, bin. So, bin wa nan bon arimasu ka? Can you tell me? We just practiced hon, bon and pon. How many? Ippon, nihon, sambon, yohon and gohon. So, we have gohon arimasu. You have another picture over here. You have brushes over here. Well, fude wa nan bon arimasu ka? So, well, let us count. Ippon, nihon, sambon, yohon, gohon, 6本、7本、8本、9本 and 10本. So, let us see how many there are. 10本あります. Then we have another picture for you where you have a lot of pencils. 鉛筆がありますね、ここに。じゃあ、何本鉛筆ありますか？じゃあ、ちょっと見てみよう。はい。ペンと鉛筆は何本ありますか？ How many are there? 1本、2本、3本、4本、5本、6本、7本、8本 and 9本 and this is just the cap. 9本あります。So, I am sure now you can practice your pon, bon and hon easily with your partner. You can show a number of things, long cylindrical objects and you can ask how many they are and answer as well. But please remember one thing, it is very, very essential that you have to count whenever you count or whenever you speak in Japanese. In fact, always speak loudly and practice loudly. What can be heard very clearly by you, that is most important. Now, today we will do this matte kudasai. In fact, we will do te kudasai, verb in te kudasai form. This is requesting people to do something for you. Well, let us see the conversation first. We will listen to the conversation and then go ahead.
この小説読みましたか？
いいえ、まだです。
面白い小説ですよ。読んでください。
はい、今買います。
ラオさん、私はお金払うから払わないでね。
ありがとうございます。わかりましたか、皆さん。少しぐらいはわかったでしょ？じゃあ今度私は読みますからよく聞いてください。山田さんとラオさんの会話です。この小説を読みましたか？いいえ、まだです。面白い小説ですよ。読んでください。はい、今買います。ラオさん、私はお金払うから払わないでね。ありがとうございます。So, well, this is a simple conversation between Yamada-san and Rao-san. They are at the bookshop and Yamada says, この小説を Yomimashita ka? Have you read this book? Iie, mada means not yet. Omoshiroi shousetsu desu yo. It's a very interesting novel. Yonde kudasai. Please, please read. Hai, ima kaimasu. So he says, I'll buy it right away. Rao-san, watashi wa okane harau kara. Harawanai de ne. Rao-san, I am going to pay for this book, so do not pay. So Rao-san obviously will say, arigato gozaimasu, thank you very much. So there are a couple of things which are new. Mada, as I told you, means not yet. Yonde kudasai, please read. You have already done this kudasai earlier. We will discuss it right away, and then harawanai de kudasai. So, well, we will do it right now. Now, you can, I am sure, read, as we have done hiragana and katakana also. You can read, I am sure you will be able to read quite a few of this easily. Whatever you cannot, you can look up a dictionary and see the word meaning. This is a translation of what we just read. Sometimes it is not exact translation, it is what one would say in English. So, please keep that in mind when you are reading this. Now, we did te kudasai just now. Verb in te kudasai form, you can read what is given over here. I will explain right away. You remember, do you remember doing this word kudasai? We did it in the beginning with noun o kudasai. Please give the noun to me. For example, if it is a hon, hon o kudasai. Please give the book to me. Or ringo o kudasai. O kudasai, meaning please give the ringo to me, I am going to buy it. So, well, over here noun o kudasai. Now, this kudasai is being used with verb kudasai, verb in te form plus kudasai. Basically, this te form is new. Te form, actually with the help of te form, you can say a lot of things, you can express better, you can join a lot of verbs together and say what you want to say in a better way. You can convey more in short. So, thus te form is extremely essential, it is important, and we will be doing a lot of te form, using a lot of te form in different, combining it with different things and saying, learning new ways of speaking in Japanese, saying more complicated things, making more difficult sentences, trying to say what we actually want to say. So, well, over here you can see noun o kudasai and verb in te kudasai form. Now, what I want to do first is, I want you to practice this and then I will tell you what exactly it is. Well, oyoide kudasai, kaette kudasai, atte kudasai, katte kudasai, migaite kudasai, hanashite kudasai, kaite kudasai, yonde kudasai, waratte kudasai, tabete kudasai, mite kudasai, nete kudasai, akete kudasai, shimete kudasai, shirabete kudasai, okite kudasai, dete kudasai, kangaete kudasai. So, well, you will see that in this section you have te as only te plus the verb and kudasai, but over here in this column you have ide, tte, ite, nde, shite. So, you have a lot of te form over here which is different from what we have been talking about. Well, that is, there is a reason for it, and I will just tell you what the reason is. Column 2 is group 2. So, it is very simple, all verbs in ERU and IRU are in group 2, and by just removing the mas form and adding te to it, you can get the te form for group 2. For example, mimasu, tabemasu, mite, tabete. Remove the mas form over here. It is easy to do it, thus we are doing like this, but there is also a different way of doing it. Then for group 1, there are a lot of exceptions in group 1 besides the normal group 1 verbs. All verbs ending in u and ru are in group 1. Now, what you have seen over here is IDE, NDE, SHITE, ITE and TTE. The verb is over here. So, well, the reason is that there are a lot of exceptions in group 1. There are a lot of verbs which end in ku, gu, bu, tsu, mu, nu, 2 vowels and su. So, there are a lot of verbs ending in this, and thus we have all this variation over here. That is the reason you will see that there are lot of different endings over here. But well, you do not have to be worried. It looks very difficult, but it is not that difficult at all. The sound is very simple. You just get used to the sound and you start using it in conversation. So, well, let us see. We will practice and you will get to know what is he doing. The verb is kiku. Kiite kudasai. Sensei ni kiite kudasai. The verb is suru. There is a denva over here and the verb is to do denva. Well, shite kudasai. And what is it? Denva o shite kudasai. Well, the next picture is kaku is writing over here. So, kaite kudasai. Namae o kaite kudasai. Then miru. Sensei is teaching in class, is teaching kanji in class, and then mite kudasai. And kokuban o mite kudasai. Kokuban is the blackboard, kokuban o mite kudasai. Well, we can practice more now. There is more practice for you. You can see 2 gentlemen over here. He is giving money to Tanaka-san. Well, what is it? Kashite kudasai. Okane o kashite kudasai. So, please lend me some money. Kiku, she is looking at the menu, a little worried. What do? Waitress ni kiite kudasai. Kiite kudasai. Kore wa nan desu ka? Kiite kudasai. Kiku also means to listen, to hear, as you have done in your previous lessons. Kiku also means to ask. Ireru is putting it in the post. Well, irete kudasai. And posto ni irete kudasai. Then we have nomu and nonde kudasai. Kohi o nonde kudasai. So, well, now I want you to practice. Let us see whether you remember your verbs well or not. So, we have this gentleman going to the post office for what? Tegami o okutte kudasai. Okurimasu is to send. What do we have over here? People watching a film. So, what is watching? Watching is, can you tell me? Watching is miru. Eiga o mite kudasai. Then we have someone just gotten up. So, well, shiken aru kara 5時に起きてください. So, well, you have a test tomorrow. 5時に起きてください. Someone's just about to drink tea. 紅茶を飲んでください. So, it's a request for someone to do as the verb is saying. So, I am requesting you to do something for me is te kudasai or de kudasai form. This is shinbun o yonde kudasai. Another one is writing shigoto o shite kudasai or reporto o kaite kudasai. Any of these you can use, or benkyou shite kudasai. Any of these you can use and practice te kudasai. Well, there is a small dialogue over here. Irashaimase. Sumimasen. あの靴下を見せてください。どれですか？あそこの赤い靴下です。お客様、これですか？はい、そうです。So, I am quite sure that you would have understood all of it over here, and I don't need to explain anything except いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ is a phrase which is used when you either go to someone's house, you enter someone's house, or you enter a shop, meaning welcome. Irashai mase. Most of the time it is used in shops, in hotels, in restaurants, in all these places. Okyakusama. It could have been san also over here. Sama is honorific, meaning exactly the same. Okyakusama means guest or customer. So, well, instead of kutsushita, you can use kutsu, boshi, toke, kaban, jisho, any of this, and instead of akai, you can use shiroi, oki, kawai, chisai, and misete kudasai. Please show it to me. It's a request to show something to you. So, when you say please tabete kudasai, mite kudasai, atte kudasai, itte kudasai, swatte kudasai, nonde kudasai, matte kudasai, it means that you are requesting the person to do something for you. That is what the verb is saying. Please do this for me. That is what te kudasai means. Well, now we have this is an exercise for you. I hope you remember this picture. We did it in one of our lessons. Look at the picture carefully. Try to remember where you saw it. I have something to say about the picture. Listen to it carefully and then answer the questions that are given. So, well, よく聞いてくださいね、皆さん。私たちはこの絵を前に見ました。これはどういうものですか？それも勉強しました。この絵の中のものは日本語で何と言いますか？それもクラスで先生が教えました。私は前に教えましたよね、皆さんに。だから見てください。このものはどんな祭りに飾りますか？今わかりますね。思い出しましたか？じゃあ皆さん、今いろいろ思い出しましたから、皆さんに質問をします。頑張ってくださいね。頑張って答えてください。頑張って書いてください。いいですか？みんなで頑張りましょう。質問を読みますね。皆さん、絵の中のものは何ですか？わかりますか？絵の中のものは何ですか？はい、絵の中のものは人形です。絵のものはどちらのものですか？どの国のものですか？どちらのものですか？はい、日本のものです。このものはどんな祭りに飾りますか？祭りの名前を言ってください。どんな祭りですか？この間、私たちはクラスで勉強しましたよね。じゃあ答えてください。はい、ひな祭りです。祭りはどちらの祭りですか？もちろん、日本の祭りです。日本のものですから、日本の祭りです。祭りは何月にありますか？わかりますか？はい、3月にあります。祭りは何と言いますか？さっき私は言いましたから。何と言いますか？ひな祭りです。or doll festival です。日本の有名なひな祭りです。じゃあね、皆さん今たくさん分かったから自分で小さな作文を書いてください。はい。どうでした皆さん？分かりましたか？全部。分かりました？じゃあ頑張ってうちで書いてください。はい。ここに全部書いてありますから読んでみてください。そして質問もあります。答えもあります。はい。どうぞ。人形、日本、ひな祭り、日本、3月とひな祭り or doll festival です。You can also look up the net and see about the doll festival, and you can write a very small essay, maybe 10 lines, a small composition on Hina Matsuri. That could be your shukudai. Well, we have other things to do now. So, there is a small expression over here. You have Tanaka-san and Mariko-san over here, and Tanaka-san is giving something to Mariko-san. What is the expression? つまらないものですが召し上がってください。This is when you just start a conversation. つまらない means something very small. It's a small thing. So, when you give a present to someone, however big it may be, it is always つまらないものですが. It's a small thing, but please 召し上がってください. So, 召し上がります is polite for 食べます and thus this is a cake. So, 召し上がってください. Please have it. Please eat it. And the reply is ありがとうございました. So, please remember, whenever you visit someone, you take a present, and when you give the present, this is the phrase to be used. つまらないものですが召し上がってください. Then, as we always do, we are going to do katakana and the sa series. Sa. You can see how the stroke order is 1, 2 and 3, and there is a slight slant over here. So, please keep that in mind. Sa, she, and with she it is very important, it goes from here towards the top over here and not the other way round. It is from bottom to top. Sashi, you can see it very clearly now. Su, se, and please notice the first stroke is this and the second stroke is this and not the other way round. Well, sometimes we do learn incorrect method of writing, but well, you have it given right here and you can practice and learn. And then you have it all in front of you, all in one. You can see very clearly what stroke to write first. Now, we have some kanji characters over here. Some kanjis you have done, some kanjis we will do. Today, we have this kanji over here, na kanji. You know the word, you have done namae, and we will do the kanji right away. 1, 2, 3. This character you have done kuchi, isn't it? Do you remember doing kuchi, all of you? No, like this. Okay, my drawing is very bad. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It is a 6 stroke character. Na. Namae no na. Namae is name. The first letter in namae is the first kanji character na. Once again for you over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It is a 6 stroke character as is given over here. Then we have done this word soto. The opposite of naka is soto, naka, naka and soto, similar character and to. It is a 5 stroke character, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, like this. Now, the word that I am going to give you, you already know the word, you have already been using that word, simple word over here. Well, the word is namae, as we just now did, namae, na, mae, na, mae, and other word is gaikoku. Soto means outside, naka means inside. Another reading for soto is gai, and this character, if you remember, we did koku means country, so gai koku, koku. Meaning foreign country, country which is outside yours. So, gai koku, once more for you, gai koku, gai koku. And of course, if you add jin over here, hito over here, it becomes gai koku jin, meaning a foreigner. So, please remember these are two characters, namae, namae, then gai koku and gai koku jin over here. You have foreigner over here. So, these are words that you have already done. Now, you can remember them as kanji characters. Anytime you see them, you will know how to pronounce it. And namae, of course, is very, very important, because anytime you need to fill a form in Japanese, the first place that you need to fill and to concentrate on is namae. There are some words over here, meibutsu. The meanings are given. These are just some words which you can remember, make sentences with and feel more comfortable. Meibutsu, gaikoku go. Of course, as we are doing it in India, for us Japanese is a gaikoku go, which is a foreign language. Gairai go, any Japanese word, is a foreign word for us. Meijin, as you can see, is a master or an expert at something. Igai is beyond or besides, and soto kabe, soto, one reading is soto, outside, kabe is a wall. Then we have been doing kotowaza in each lesson for quite some time now. Today this is very interesting. A simple kotowaza over here, makeru ga kachi. Makeru means to lose, kachi means to win. So, if you want to win, you actually have to really work hard and lose some time, because when you lose, you want to work more, you work very hard, and your road to victory is clear. So, well, for us also, we are doing Japanese, we are working very hard. It is difficult, it is not simple, but you do not have to feel bad at all. When you make mistakes, it does not matter. You should not feel bad, because when you make mistakes, you learn and you want to work hard and do better. So, the more mistakes you make, the better it is, the more you learn. Makeru ga kachi. Anytime you make a mistake, do not feel bad. This is when you are actually going to work very hard and learn more. So, please remember this kotowaza. This kotowaza is very important for us, for all of us here. We should not feel bad about mistakes or making mistakes. We should not feel shy. Just keep going ahead. Defeat is the first step towards victory. So, anytime remind yourself of this and things will seem better. Well, now let us see what we have next. There is vocabulary. You can do this vocabulary at home. I will just read it out once for you to get the pronunciation. You could also repeat after me. Kasu, kariru, ireru, irashaimasu, meshiagaru, okyaku-san, and please remember okuyaku, the ku in the end is silent, okyaku-san, miseru, okuru, okoru, shitsumon, and kotae. So, the meanings are given over here, you can repeat it also at home and practice. And now, my time is over, your time begins. You have to do your shukudai at home and go over the lesson. The first one is, of course, as we always do, match group A with group B. Then we have these sentences for you over here. You have to join these sentences and make a single sentence out of it. There is fill in the blanks. Then there is these pictures, and what you have to do is you have to practice how to request people to do something for you. And then there is counters. Please write about these counters and try to see which counter is going to be used where. Then we have match group A with group B, make good sentences, make proper sentences, they are all jumbled up, and this is going to give you good practice to speak as well. That is all for today. We have done a lot of things, new things. You can practice te kudasai, you can practice numbers, you can practice counters over here, you can do simple small conversation over here, and rest we will do in our next lesson. Till then, sayonara. Arigatou gozaimasu minasan. Mata aimashou.